Hey there, this is Nathan with Nonstop, Awesomeness.me. Hope you're doing really well. Today I am in Washington Square Park, and yes, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It is March in New York, and it's got to be at least, I don't know, low 70s. Maybe getting a little bit higher too, but it's just a gorgeous day, and this is atypical weather for March in New York, so everybody is treating it like summer. Took a great walk down by the waterside, and just tons of people out playing, and walked all around the city and in Washington Square Park, and having a grand old time. So the reason I'm here is to talk with a really awesome person that I've connected with in the city, kind of a friend of a friend of a friend, and now just a friend. It's kind of nice how that works out sometimes. So I'm going to turn that over to her, and we're going to talk to her a little bit. So everybody, this is Marnie. Hi, Marnie.
Hi, Nathan.
So, Marnie, you are going through a bit of a life change yourself, just a little tiny thing. Could you give us like the, 20-second or 30-second version of like how that came about?
Sure. Well, I've definitely been in the corporate grind in New York City since I graduated college. I came right out of college and started working within like 2 weeks, and pretty much haven't stopped since then. And last year I started thinking that I was ready for a change, that I was tired of being known as that friend who worked all the time, and if you called me at 9 o'clock I might still be working, if you called me on the weekend I might still be working, and I just decided that that's not what I wanted my life to be like. So I quit my job. I left in the end of October, and I've been calling it a sabbatical. I've been calling it a self-declared, long-deserved sabbatical, and I'm just using my time to live.
Very cool. And now you've started up a bit of a project online. Can you tell everyone what that is?
Yep. Well, I've started a couple of projects. So when you said you started a project, I'm like, huh, which one? I'm guessing you're referring to my blog.
Yeah, but I'm intrigued by the other one now too.
I like projects. About a month ago now, I started a blog. It's on Typepad. It's called Where the Day Takes You, and the idea is just that you're seeing what happens in a day without having too much of an agenda. I realized that I had lived my whole life every single day with something specific or 10 specific things that I needed to do, and Where the Day Takes You was my musing on what my life had been like since I quit my job, that I now had the freedom to wake up each day and see where the day would take me. So I love writing. I like writing stories. I have a lot of people in my life that enjoy reading my writing, and I thought I'd give it a shot. Cool.
And there is a bit of a travel element. Is that on the same blog?
It is. Right now it's on the same blog. The ideas came very close together, but I felt like I needed to get used to writing before I sort of teased them out. So one is built into the other. So I had this idea. I'll back up. I love to travel, and I love to write stories about travel, and I had taken a big trip in January to New Zealand, and I had been writing about it every day. And when I came back, I found that I really missed writing. So Where the Day Takes You is the first idea that I had to just write about things that I was doing, and then the idea within the idea was to find ways to feel like I'm traveling even if I'm not. So I decided to try and rediscover New York and find ways to put myself in situations as if I was a tourist, and to explore and find somewhere to eat and find people to talk to. And I called it Tales of the Lost Local. And I've done it a few times where I've gone to a random subway stop. I've been twice to Brooklyn and once to Queens, and I just get out of the subway and imagine I'm in a foreign land, and I have a little map for a couple of blocks around the area, but I don't really know what I'm going to find. So I check it out, and then I come back and write about it.
Very cool, very cool. So I imagine this would probably go under that category, but so what else are you excited about?
I'm excited about so many things. I'm excited about the weather.
Yes, yeah.
And if you're here any longer, you will understand. You have to be excited about it too. I think what I'm most excited about right now is taking back control of my life. I think that as recently as a half a year ago or a year ago, I just felt like somehow felt like I didn't have a choice. Like I was just getting up and doing what I was supposed to do every day, and that the opportunities to do the things that made me happy were limited, if not, non-existent. That, if I got a Saturday to do my own thing, it felt rare. There was always something that I should be doing for somebody else. So I'm excited that I walked away when it's a very sort of non-conformist thing to do in a city like New York. Everybody that I know is so surprised. I can't believe you did it. It's so wonderful. To which, of course, I respond, but anybody can do it. It's easy to quit a job. But I think that I'm really feeling empowered that the choices are mine, and I don't have to go back to that kind of work if I don't want to. And I don't, the choices are mine for a happy life. So I think it's possible to lose sight of that for a good long while, and getting back the sense that you really are in control of your own happiness it's just an unbelievable feeling.
Absolutely. Okay, so you've been blogging, you've been writing, and so I'm sure a lot about you is starting to get out online, and you're sharing more with people. What is one thing that most people don't know about you?
Oh, let me think. It's funny. I'm an open book.
Well, here's one thing. Did you have something?
No, I was just going to say I'm such an open book. I think I'm a lot of contradictions. The first thing that came to mind is maybe that I have a soft side, because a lot of the friends that I have know me through work. Clients who become friends and people that I've worked with, and there's an aggressiveness that's required in my job that I think people assume maps onto my social life too.
Right.
And they never expect me to come down from that. But I actually think that most of the people that know me do know that I have that other side, and that I am, like anybody, a series of contradictions. So that didn't really answer your question at all. Did you have a suggestion?
You got a soft side. That's
I have a soft side.
I think that's great, and far more interesting than anything than I would have come up with. So, all right, cool. Marnie, thanks so much for your time.
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. As twilight dawns or dims, or I don't know what twilight does, but it does something, and as it's here, as it fades, maybe that's what it does. We're gonna go off and get some New York pizza. Hope you're doing really well. Hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, would love to hear what you think. Until next time.